Hello, I'm Dana Daniel Blake, physical therapist.
And my name is Jason Terry, professor of piano.
And I'm a professor in the physical therapy department, and we're going to take you through stretching for pianists. So we're going to begin at the top of the body and work our way down. So first we're going to begin with the cervical area. We're going to begin with cervical rotation to the left and then to the right. And as you do this, continue. You want to be sure that you're moving the nose as far over the shoulder as possible. And looking at him, I can tell that he rotates a little further to his left than to his right. Next, we're going to side bend, bringing the ear down as far as you can. Again, there should be no pain with this. And then to the left, stretching out the scalenes area. We're going to then come back to neutral and forward bend. We're opening up all the joints and facets of the cervical spine. Back to neutral, forward bend again, into flexion, and back to neutral. Now you'll notice I'm not going to have him go into extension. And the reason is that sometimes people can have lightheadedness when we close down the vertebral artery. So I'm just going to bring him back to neutral. If he wants to lean back just a smidgen, that's fine with me, but I'm not going to take him into full extension. So that completes our cervical rotation. From there, we're going to now move down into the shoulders. So I'm going to have him first reach with both arms straight out in front of him, drop his head forward, put the hands together, and really try to open up this scapula area in the back, almost like someone kind of hits you in the chest and you really stretch it open, okay? And relax. And I'll have him repeat that again. Back to neutral and then repeat. And drop the head and really stretch. Perfect. Now, because the pianists play so much with their hands in front of them, we really need to also open up the front of the chest. So I'm going to have him bring his arms back behind him and clasp them and really stretch those arms up as high as he can so that he'll stretch out the pectoralis muscles that are in the front of the chest. And he can also blow out as he's stretching. Now, again, since we do so much work with the piano in front of us, we're going to also bring the arms overhead. So bring one arm overhead, bend the elbow, and reach down as far as possible. You want to go down the scapula, as far the shoulder blades, as far down as you can. Really getting a good stretch through here. Same thing on the other arm. Bring it up, and then reach down as far as possible. Perfect. Now he's going to bring his right arm out in front of him with the arm straight, and use the other arm to pull above the elbow and pull it across. Now, relax and repeat on the other side, and even include a blowing out. As it comes in towards you, blow out. Perfect. All right, so then that completes the shoulder stretching. Now we're going to move from here down into the back, and I want him to sit up nice and tall and really put his arms behind his back and kind of stretch and really open up that spine, leaning back a little bit, not with the head up too much, but just a little bit. Come back to neutral. Just as we did cervical rotation, we're going to do lumbar rotation. So I'm going to have him reach and use his arms to help him turn as far as he can to his left. Come back to neutral, and again, you can incorporate breathing. Take a deep breath in, and then blow out as you twist, and really exhale as you're stretching. Good. Now we're going to lean forward. He's going to drop his head, reach down as far as possible toward those toes. Good. Come back up. If you want to incorporate breathing with this one, you would breathe in deep here, and then blow out. Really opening up the lumbar spine. Come back to neutral. You're doing great, so keep going. Now we're going to bring this arm up overhead, like you're reaching toward the ceiling, but now we're going to incorporate a side bend so he can really stretch all the way through his rib cage, down into his pelvis. Come back to neutral. And again, if you're incorporating breath with this, you would breathe in and then reach over and stretch and blow out. Great. You're doing fantastic. That completes the lumbar spine. So now let's do some simple things on the arms. So let's put your arms out in front of you. And we're just going to bring the wrist up and down. And then side to side. And then as a pianist, really spread those fingers out real wide to try to get as much mobility as possible, and relax. Spread them out real wide and relax. Now we need to work on stretching our flexors and extensors of the wrist. So you're going to put your right arm out straight. You're going to pull those fingers up toward you, and you'll feel a pull all along the underside of the arm, which is working on stretching the flexors. The wrist is extending, so we're stretching flexors. Then we're going to now take the wrist down and then push. Now we're stretching the extensors that come up and attach on the outside of the elbow at the lateral epicondyle, where the other one stretched them that attach at the medial epicondyle. And complete that on the left side. Now, that completes our hand stretching. So now we want to move down to the legs. So first I'm going to have him bring that leg up toward him and really pull in. And again, you can incorporate your breath where you blow out as the leg comes in. Repeat on the other side. Good. Excellent. And our last two are in standing. So I'm going to have him stand up and turn to his left. So you'll have him from a profile. He's going to bring one leg up and reach with his hand, being sure to hold and stabilize so he doesn't fall or have any balance loss. Then swap. This is stretching the front of the leg called the quadricep muscle. And now we're going to stretch the back of the leg. So now he's going to act like he's sitting in a chair and bring that leg out in front of him. There you go. Good. And then repeat on the other side. Now this last one is very, very important because pianists sit at the table so much that we really need to also stretch the back of the leg. So that has completed our session of cervical, shoulder, elbow, hand, lumbar, and hip, and then lower extremity stretching. So we hope you found that helpful. So hope you will like us on the video and everything. And again, my name is Dr. Dana Daniel Blake, physical therapist.
And I'm Dr. Jason Terry. Thank you so much for watching.